Hello, it's time for another bike check. This time we're looking at a 1970 Raleigh International. I picked this up, I don't know, 10 years ago maybe. Some guy up in LA had it and he had partially restored it and basically kind of fucked it up. So I took it and I converted it to 700C wheels. It was 27-inch. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I use this as a city bike and a commuter going to work today. You may hear the sounds of the lovely city of Irvine around me. I apologize. I apologize for the city of Irvine. Anywho, let's get into it. Yes, this is a 1970 Raleigh International Reynolds 531 steel frame. Both the forks and the, yeah, that's right, I botched that sticker. But no, the whole frame is Reynolds 531. It's relatively light until I add things like this big heavy saddle on it. But yeah, it started with 27-inch wheels, heavy. The previous owner did buy these. These are Campagnolo Record hubs. High flange, obviously, quite nice. 36 spokes. I built up these wheels in a 3X pattern with, these are H+Son TB14 rims, box style rims, very classic. I have the, let's see here, the Rene Herse 700C by 32 Stampede Passes. I love Stampede Passes. I think I have them on 3 bikes. Ride's pretty nice. I run the pressure a little higher these days because I'm not that slender, let's be real. So for the extra weight, I pump them up to about, I think 80 in the back, 70 in the front. Maybe Jan Heine would yell at me for that, but that's what I run. Also, these had center pull brakes. This was where the center pull was hanging down. I didn't dig it, so I put these Tektros, that's right, R559s, long reach brakes. They help when you convert, when you go down from 27 to 700C. That extra reach helps clamp the rim, which is really nice. Obviously none of this shit is original. This originally had Campagnolo Record cranks. They were 52-42 rings. It's a little too macho, especially for a city bike. I'm not doing any races on this. So this is, you guessed it, the Velo Orange Grand Cru Drillium crankset in 4834. Love these MKS pedals. Great size, great surface for grip. Look at this beaut. Suntour Cyclone. I can't remember what generation of Cyclone this is. 2 maybe, but shifts great. And a lot of people will bag on like these 2x5 setups, but this is an IRD freewheel. And if you get a modern freewheel with modern chain rings, they'll shift pretty well. And speaking of shifting, what do we got here? We got, I think these are Rivendell Silver shifters. And then I put these, oh man, what are these? I think these are Rustines bar end little doodads for a splash of color and safety. These are city levers from Velo Orange. They're not the greatest, to be honest, but they get the job done. I love this cable. Velo Orange sells this braided metallic cable. It's very classy. You can use it on a ton of different bikes and it always kind of spices it up. It works well with everything in my experience. Very nice. That's right, folks. The Nitto Technomic stem. Beautiful. I went with a relatively short reach here because I wanted a decent amount to come back. I don't remember these bars. These are Velo Orange bars. They got a lot of really nice city bars. Fantastic stuff. What else do we got? What else do we got? This is the original Campagnolo Record front derailleur. Let's be real, a front derailleur is pretty much a front derailleur. You just got to watch out for what chainring setup it's meant to work with. And this is 48-34, and that's close enough, in my opinion, to 52-42. I don't have any problems with it. It shifts great. Got this, I love these little guys. Beautiful, beautiful little jewels. These little Campagnolo stops. Also down there. Love those little guys. Use them whenever I can. A water bottle, I'm not going to turn it so my bike doesn't fall down, from the Radavist. I don't know this seat post, but it's a pretty old-fashioned one because it has that old-style clamp with a Brooks sprung saddle. This is, I think, around 1970. It's seen some use. I proof-eyed it to keep it nice and supple. And then we got a crane bell. I don't actually dig these little ringers because they flop around, and if you go over bumps, it's constantly banging. But it's not bad. What else? Oh yeah. So I have this basket on the front. This is a Wald basket, Wald 137. I think this is, yeah, a Velo orange rack. Maybe it's Nitto. It's a Nitto rack with clamps because I don't have any place to mount it there. And then I got this bag. This is a Sugarloaf from Swift Industries. Hold on a second. You can see my pin collection I'm quite proud of. I love my pins. And this bag is great. You can unbuckle it, take it in for shopping, load it up. It holds a lot. It's really convenient. What more needs to be said? I don't think very much. Can you get into focus there, bud? It's a beautiful bike. It's very comfortable. The green has a bit of gold in it. Probably hard to pick up on the camera, but it really sparkles. It's a very pretty bike, beautiful green. And yeah, Nervex lugs. That's some classic shit right there. Yeah, great bike. Love it. I've thought about selling it, but I can't bring myself to do it because it's a beaut and it's just so comfortable to ride. Thanks for watching. All right, one more thing, because of course I forgot something. So this is a fairly large frame, 60 centimeter frame. It is Reynolds 531 steel, which is generally considered to be pretty flexible. And it was flexing a lot when I first got it. But what I found is that when I replaced the bottom bracket, it had a Campagnolo bottom bracket, original, and Campagnolo Record, original crank. When I replaced those with modern components, these are both Velo orange, the metal in those old spindles and cranks is really flexible. So a lot of the flex came out of the bike just by swapping to a modern bottom bracket and modern cranks. And you can do that if you find a vintage style. I mean, you can do whatever you want, I guess. But, you know, if you want to keep it vintage style, there are options, not just Velo orange. Rivendell has some pretty classy cranks. Of course, Rene Herse has some high-end stuff. But yeah, you can take a ton of flex out of an old steel frame just by swapping the bottom bracket and the cranks out. So also there's the little cutie Radavist guy. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.